He turned quickly, but the room was empty. His heart began to race. Trying to shake off the unease, he resumed his investigation. As he stood by the window taking notes, he heard a loud, sharp noise from downstairs, like the sound of a heavy object being dragged across the floor. His first thought was that it was just the house settling, but the sound grew louder, more deliberate, as if someone was moving around downstairs. Terrified but determined, Michael grabbed his flashlight and made his way down the narrow staircase. The beam of light flickered erratically, casting shadows that seemed to dance along the walls. When he reached the bottom, he froze. In the middle of the living room stood a figure, a man in a dark coat, his face obscured by shadows. He was holding something, an axe. The figure didn't move, didn't speak. It simply stood there, silently watching Michael. For a moment, Michael stood paralyzed, unable to breathe, unable to look away. Then, in the blink of an eye, the figure was gone. The axe was gone. The room was empty. Shaken, Michael rushed to the door, desperate to leave. But when he reached for the handle, the door wouldn't open. It was as though something, or someone, was preventing him from escaping. His pulse thundered in his ears as he tugged at the door with all his strength. Finally, with a forceful push, the door gave way, and he stumbled out into the cool night air. The next day, Michael tried to reach out to the locals for answers, but many refused to speak about the house. The few who did spoke in hushed tones, always warning others to stay away. They said that the spirits of the Moore family and the unknown killer still lingered in the house, trapped in a never-ending cycle of violence and fear. Michael never returned to Villisca, but every time he passed a dark, quiet house, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching him from the shadows.